Welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek. Well, the guys came out and did the driveway. Like I said before, I was going to do it myself, but I did not have the time. And after calculating how much time it would take me and the price to rent the equipment and bring in everything I needed, it was a lot cheaper to just have someone locally with all the equipment, with all the material, with all the time to come and do it. So they fixed up my little drainage here. I got drainage coming from different parts of the property to keep it dry. It runs underneath the driveway and out this way. As you can see now, the driveway looks incredible. It's all packed down and it's a lot better than before. I'll put some before and afters. I'm sure it's going to have to be maintained every year, but it is now even with the roadway, so cars can actually come in without bottoming out, and there's great drainage now in front. Now the driveway looks great. Like I said, it just looks great. It's so much better than it was before. It's going to be maintained every year, probably every year or every two, depends on how the plows tear it up. Come back, couple $100, fix it again, good as new. The drainage looks awesome. It's a lot better than it was before, and I'm very happy with it. And like I said, this wasn't a budget breaking project. It would have been if I did it myself. Honestly, just the amount of time that just me doing it and bringing in all the materials and everything needed, it would have cost me a lot more than what I got it for. A lot of more money and time. So very happy with the outcome. It took the guys, I think, a day, maybe a day and a couple hours the next morning. And the price, like I said, I was very happy with the price for once up in Vermont. They didn't take me for a ride. Well, at least not yet. But I do have a contract that was written up for the driveway. I talked to the guy personally. He came out. And so I shouldn't have no surprises. I still have to pay him the other half. So driveway completed for this year. Like it very much. Still got half of the pine down right here. Pops is over here. Started pulling up the roots and things like that. Going to smooth this all out. Try to plant grass soon. It's going to be a very cool August. So probably grass will take, because we don't want a muddy mess here the rest of the year. The garden looks like shit. Let me show you a garden here. We have some tomatoes. Got a lot of flowers down here. Grass looks great. But there is definitely an issue with this garden. It's the soil, if I had to guess, because it looks like there's been a lot of water lately, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. Next year, I'm planning on bringing up the landscaping post up to another level. Go ahead dividing these into beds with walkthroughs and putting good soil in. I'll bring up soil and put them in, because there's something definitely wrong with that. Everything, I'm gonna take down that little pine today. Those stumps, I'm gonna bring them down to the ground. Finish cutting that up, bring that to the ground, see if I could do anything with that big stump over there. I'm gonna try to till this up a little, rake it out, get the drainage pushing down that way. Pop's brought up 20 bags of dirt. I'm gonna try to fill some of the holes and get to work. Right? What do you think of our garden?
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
this is Vermont garden. Too much rain. That's all. It didn't kill them, but
Too much rain.
stunted their growth.
Yeah, I don't know if the soil's no good or I don't know, but we'll fix that.
Likes it.
The squash likes it. All right, let me put you down, do some work. All right, so I dropped all those trees and I brought the stumps way down to the ground. It's gonna look good. What I'm gonna do is fire up the old tiller over here and till now the front yard of the cabin. Jennifer came up and she looked at it and said, "Oh my God, what did you guys do? Looks like a bomb went off in the front yard." It does. So she went ahead and cleaned up some of the roots. I'm gonna run the tiller over it and then get the rake and try to rake it out. I know I'm gonna run into a lot of rocks and I'm gonna run into a lot of roots. Remember, there was a huge pine smack dab in the center and there was a couple other little ones. And there was also some old stumps. And last weekend we tore into all that and it was all raised higher there in the ground. So we tore into it and now it's just a muddy mess. But Jennifer this morning went ahead and addressed some of the roots. And now I'm gonna just try to till the very top, maybe 6 inches of soil and try to move that dirt around to smooth it out. Because I know I'm gonna have some drainage problem if I don't address it right away. Pop's brought up, I think, 20 bags of dirt. It's in the back of his truck. So I'll be bringing that. I got a couple holes that we remove big rocks from, filling it once I'm done tilling. So I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna start the tiller. I haven't ran it since the last time I dropped that weld on there, which I blew out. Hopefully it'll hold together so I could till this area and till it, hit some rocks, pull some roots. A lot of work, but you got to put it in. And next time I might be talking to you with a nice level grass. Have the fire pit over here. Got to put the time in, you know. That feeling of accomplishment is better than wasting your weekend sitting in front of the television eating and spending all your money on crap. Save up, get a hobby, get out there and do something. So many people just waste their time off doing absolutely nothing. Oh, I know, you're relaxing because you worked so hard this week. Yeah. Yep. Get out there and do something. Don't waste your lives sitting around the TV. But make sure you watch my YouTube channel. Well, we're in the house, just took my shower, and Jennifer made me a delicious meal. A meatloaf at the off-grid cabin. Ooh. Delicious. Right, Pops?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Joe says clean up on aisle 12.
Uh-oh.
Joe says.
When she drops something, she always says, Justice, clean up on aisle 12. She jumps up and goes eats whatever she drops. But delicious, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Well, looky. We're back up in Vermont at the cabin. We just had 4 yards of dirt delivered right here. This is 4 yards. But what happened was the truck delivering it got stuck right here. My front lawn just ate the truck. So he had to bring in a back loader to pull him out. And he pulled him out. I felt bad. I wish I could have tipped him a little bit more. I'll get him on the next time he plows my driveway in the snow, because I didn't bring enough cash. I wanted to pay cash this time. But yards of dirt in topsoil, yards of topsoil in Vermont is a little bit more expensive actually than Connecticut. I don't know why, but he had about competitive prices for everywhere around here I could find. Plus, he actually answers my calls when I call him. And he's a really, really nice guy. So that right there could win someone's business. And so he actually hit it with the back loader for me, flattened it down. What we're doing now, we're going to load some in the back of the mower, and fill in the mud hole over there. And if I have some more, I'm gonna throw some over there. I probably should have got a little bit more, probably like 6 yards, but you never know. I'm gonna have to take the top off of this and smooth all this down so I can have the drainage still running that way. Right now it's running this way. I don't want the drainage run that way, which it probably would work. It would just go down that way and drain out by the driveway, but I wanted to go down to the creek. So we got a lot of work to do, and the kids are coming up. So I'm gonna see what I could get done here. And the kids haven't been up in a long time. Brittany has, but not both of them. And so once they get up here, we'll probably go into town, because it turned out to be a beautiful day, and probably get a nice swim in at the lake. And the lake is beautiful, and we have not been there this year yet, because it's been kind of a chilly July, right, Jennifer?
Yep.
I'm about to get my sweat on and have my wife stop working. I do all the manual labor like this. There's a grub right there. And Jennifer will drive the tractor back and forth, just dump it, and I'll load it and try to spread the rest of this. So get ready to sweat. Here we go. What are we doing over here? Woo! Burning some dogs and hamburgers. Well, folks, this morning, as you saw, dropped 4 yards off. It was perfect for this spot. And Jen and I got it going pretty good. We got it going downhill. I filled in the spot over here that keeps flooding, and I filled it up. So hopefully the water will spread instead of collecting. We'll have to see. And I'll continue to work on those issues. But yeah, it looks good. I seeded it already. I watered it. I actually seeded this and watered it. But we're like, man, we gotta get a fire. Haven't had a good campfire in a while. Sat around. Jen made some s'mores. If you never had s'mores with Keebler fudge stripes instead of graham cracker, try it. They are delicious. Got my son up here. He's in the house. Jen's cooking. Brittany's here chilling with us. Pops didn't come up this time. He had a party to go to. Pops going to a party. But we're up here. Had a good time. Jen and I came up Friday. And the kids came up this afternoon. Gonna spend tonight here and go home sometime tomorrow. It was a beautiful day. The weather forecast all week said it was going to be showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. Now they're saying there's going to be some storms tomorrow. But today was beautiful and it was warm. It was in the 80s. We even packed up and went down to the lake. But the lake had a sign on the roadway that it was full. No more cars could go down. The lot was full. It was beyond capacity. But I went anyway. I drove down there. You could not find a parking spot anywhere. If we didn't have Justice with us, we probably would have found a spot squeezed in somewhere because I had to pick up and went and took a dip, but we couldn't. So came back here, started the fire pit up, and relax. Got the tiki torches going. We love the fire pit over here. You know, this is much smaller than the fire pit I had over there. Over there, I'm gonna continue. I'll have the fire pit over there just to burn. You know, just to have a burn pit. I also, it didn't rain at all last week. I talked to the guy. It has not rained at all. But it did not rain at. It did not rain at all this week. I talked to the delivery guy that delivered my dirt. He told me July, they received more rain in July than they did the entire last year. So more rain fell last month than it did the entire year last year. So even this was still had sitting water. I have to bring in some dirt to get the water to go or get some drainage. That's a project for another day. But it is very wet still up here. It's swampy. I tried to get the mower up here. The mower was getting stuck because I think it doesn't dry if you have 2 feet high of the grass is 2 feet high. It's not going to dry up. It's just a muddy mess. But I was able to cut what I could. Started getting stuck. So one bad thing, this deck has seen its days. I put the blade right through the deck right there. So I got to bring it home, bang it out. I guess I'll try my luck at welding again, see if I can reinforce that, because every time I hit something that doesn't want to give, instead of, going over, it just pushes it in and it causes all types of issues. So now the lawnmower is out of service. I have to bring it home, rip that out, and try to fix the deck. Always something. Actually, the deck is cracked, so that's a weak spot. The metal likes to flex, come in on the blade, and I must have really hit something hard going down that the trail to the creek, because the blade went through, got caught up, and now the belts were just spinning on the pulley. So we're done. And you know what? I was just finishing up. The driveway still looks great. If you haven't seen that, go back to that episode. And I had the driveway repaired and it still looks great. Our garden is complete shit. I talked to the delivery guy, and he's from this area and he's a landscaper, and he just basically told me the soil on this side of the mountain's no good. Want to go down my other side of my property and grab some better soil, definitely will have a better garden. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, I don't know if I talked about this already, is I'm probably going to get some more landscaping timber here, and I'm going to make a strip all the way down, and then I'm going to cut beds and have little walkthroughs, and this side will be just a path to walk through. I'm going to leave the fencing, and I'll just put, like, I don't know, 3-foot beds in here and build them up a little higher. And I'm going to bring in all fresh dirt, fresh soil, good garden soil next year, kind of like what I did at home. And we'll give that a try. Like I said, all we want is a nice little garden. See what happens. So far, we got the squash. Looks like it's growing. I don't know why we're not getting squash. It's a lot of flowers. I got one squash so far, and I got one little tomato. Look at this tomato. I don't know if you can see it. It's a tomato right on the first plant here. But I don't know. The guys tell me it's the soil. It's definitely not lack of water, because like I said, last July it just rained. So yeah, we're really enjoying ourselves here this weekend. Everything's good. I'm going to order myself a new chimney. As you can see, the chimney's bent. You could go back to that episode to find out how the chimney got bent and the headache I had. I'll probably put up a video explaining how we fixed the roof again, and show me putting up the new pipe. I might have it go a little higher. The antenna's working out great over here, getting channels 10 times better than the GE antenna. The only thing, that PVC pipe, I wish I painted it before I put it up there. Maybe paint it black or brown or something. I don't feel like dropping it just to do that, so I'll leave it. And I wish I put a hook and a little pulley, because I wanted to have a little flagpole here, throw up a little flag. But it is what it is, and it's time to eat, folks. So I gotta go. And thanks for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Keeping up with Jen and I on our adventures here in Vermont. Good times. Hope everyone's safe. Take care. Peace out. Say bye, Brett.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
There's the boy. You don't see him too much.